guys, it's Megan with Cottage Quilting. Today we're going to be talking about the Acorn Precision Piecing product. This product is really important in the quilting world right now because it will help make sure you get perfect points, perfect flat seams. So we're going to do a little unveiling of the product today. What we're going to get is a 4-ounce bottle of starch. I love this starch. I have gone as far as getting some extra spray bottles now and buying extras of these and just starching all of my fabric with it because it gives it a really nice hand and it starches it nice and flat, but it's still kind of soft. Once you start using this product, you'll totally understand what I'm talking about. The starch pen, plus you're going to get this glue. Now you can use this glue for regular piecing, paper piecing, anything that you want. I'll put this aside here. So the first thing that you're going to do when you get this product is you're going to open up your starch pen. You're just going to unscrew the bottom here and take off your top. Fill your starch pen with starch. I usually fill it, there's little grooves on the edge of the pen here, and I fill it to about there so I don't overfill my pen. I'll twist this back on. For the first time, you have to prime your pen. Okay, so what I do with that is I will just keep pressing it in my hand until the liquid starts to come through my pen. And then, I don't know if you can see this here, but it will act like a highlighter. All of the liquid will come out on the pen. Okay, and then this is your glue. This little applicator comes off like so, and I have to admit, I sometimes will put my lid on, sometimes I don't. It still lasts pretty good, even with the lid off. So if you do find that it starts to dry out like anything, you'll poke a pin in there. But honestly, if you put your lid back on, it won't dry out on you. So what I've done here is I've sewn a couple little half square triangles here on my Bernina, and I'm going to show you how this product works. So I'm going to set my seam and I'm going to press it over. So normally this is what happens, right? Our product will press, but it doesn't always lay perfectly flat, even when I'm using my wool mat and my dry iron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my starch pen and I'm going to lay it across this seam right here. You can see here how the product is already starting to lay more flat. I'm going to take my iron, steam iron or dry iron. I prefer the dry iron from Continental. And I'm going to let this dry and I'm going to set it here. Can you see now how flat this is? It's perfectly flat, including the back, okay? There's absolutely no lift. I'll lay this here. I'm going to show you one more time. I'm going to set my seam, press it over. Oh, my side popped up. I'm going to use my starch pen, lay it nice and flat, press my seam, and now it is completely flat again. So now, rather than using pins, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my precision piecing glue. I am going to lay this on the flat side like so, and I'm going to lay my seam down on top of it, just like I normally would. I've mashed my seams up together. This is where we usually use pins, but what happens right now when we don't use any pins is that I don't get that little ripple. You know how sometimes you'll get that ripple when you're using a pin? So what I want to do is I want to set this dry with the iron, and I can leave it and put it aside if I want to so that I can daisy chain them all later. If I've decided that I'm not happy because I'm like, oh, that block doesn't go with this block, I can very easily, I don't know if you can hear it, pull this piece apart like so. This product was created by a sewing machine technician, so it's not like any of the other glues that are out there. It's not hard on your sewing machine. Your needles are going to go through it really, really easy. It doesn't leave that hard, crunchy residue on your fabric. Okay, so I'm going to do it again because I do want to sew it this time. So I'm going to put my little bit of glue there. Match my seams up so everything is nice and flat. Set it with the iron. I'll use my Bernina here. I'll sew this down. And now I'm going to have perfectly matched corners. But what I'm going to do first, I'll cut off my dog ears here and get rid of them so that you can see what I'm doing nicely. I'm going to set my fabric. I'm going to flip it over. Oh look, that little piece popped up. I'm going to grab my starch pen, lay it flat, set my seam again, and here you go. Perfectly matched, perfectly flat. I'm going to turn this over so you can see how flat those seams are. Okay, this Acorn Precision product works on everything. Paper piecing, regular piecing. You are going to love it. Everything that you saw here today, you can get on our website at www.cottagequiltingonline.com. Thanks.